5 things you have to, the 5 important things to work out this year. 5, just let me list 5 important things you have to work out this year. 5 important things to work out this year. 1, make your walk with God new. Make your what? Your walk with God what? New. When we talk about, we don't mean work, we mean walking. What we mean by walking with God or walk with God, your walk with God, we talk about accordance, living accordance to the will of God. Living in obedience with God. Living in a way God has perfected you to live, has called every of us to live. This are making your walk new, making your walk with God new. Making your walk with God, the life you are living up to with God, new. Let it not stand as the same last year. Let it never be as the same last year. People that discover how to make a new thing have discovered how to impart the new things of God. Amen and amen.
Amen.
Make your walk with God new. Can I say this to you? Anything you do that can move or shift your spiritual life, or you do can affect your spiritual life, has capacity to affect other areas of your life.
Yes.
Anything you can do that can shift your spiritual life to a new place, have capacity and have potential to affect other areas of your life. This is true.
It's true.
Anything you can do to your spiritual life that can shift your spiritual life to a new experience is have capacity to affect other areas of your life. There is a man, is a married man that met me. He seek the help of prayer, and we are still in the prayer. While they were small, the father is a wealthy man, very rich. In fact, most of his siblings were born in abroad. But when situation became difficult, the father traveled back to Nigeria. They were living very wealthy. Things were going well. But it came to a time things begin to crumble. Life began to crumble. His father began to struggle to keep his standard. And the struggle became worse. That he began to sell some of his properties. Property elsewhere. He said the one in abroad. He said the one in Nigeria. Gathering himself. He established himself in Nigeria. Trying to gather himself. The more he does that, the worse it becomes. Things were going down every daily basis. And they were growing up. While they grow up, his father fell sick and began to sell some of his property that remained to sustain. Yet, in the midst of trying to survive with those things he has sold off, yet he died. They lost his father. And they now take the remaining possession and properties. They now begin to try in a way to meet up the standard of life. Yet, the remaining one that left to them finished. They sell up their property. To the point that nothing left. And the guy began to look for God. That is the time he began to make a walk with God. He gave his life to Jesus. He began to grow in the life of the Spirit. When he began to live and build a relationship with God. That is when God, after God have begun to speaking to him in many dimensions, and God led him with the way to serve him other ways to build up. He have a mind that he want to know God. But in the midst of having this mind and working with God, God came in the dream and showed him something he had never known since his life. And God showed him where a bowl, or let me say a bucket of water, and he uses a cup to fetch water there to drink. While he bent down to fetch water, the water turned around and become a dirty water. He dropped the cup and wondered why. And a voice came unto him and said, the foundation which you are trying to survive is a faulty foundation. That means your father did not have a good foundation. He's trying to build foundation on the wealth that are not genuine. I don't know whether you are getting me. We are online. I will not say much. He wake up and begin to seek God. This is what makes him to seek God. How will I handle this? God said unto him, you have to start up a new foundation. If he have never had an intimacy with God, such might not come in his life. And God began to tell to him how to set up a new foundation, so that what he will stand will not be the same with father. Because the way his father began to make wealth, we are not new. There is a place he belongs. He cried. Everything finished in their hands. Nothing left. He is in the path of digging his own well. I remember when Abraham had a well. Isaac came and fed the well and started fetching water. And he yet him abundance. The people of Philistines put dirty things in that water. It was closed. He went on his own and dig his own well. The Bible says he prospered. It was by working with God that affect the areas of that part of that life of that man.